Howdy folks, friends and family across the globe, and I'm also using this to kind of get a sound test. I'm hoping that the stuff works. You never know. You never know with OBS. OB Trice, no names, no gimmicks. Howdy folks, friends and family. We're just trying to get it. I love this opening, so I'll play it again without me talking over it. First video is always rough, get used to things, and especially the sound checking. Man, this song is a banger. Digging it, love it. Hopefully you do. Yes, that's good. Howdy folks, friends and family across the globe, and welcome to what I am calling a retro revisited reflection, which started solely as a way to be a joke so I can title it with the ARRR, because pirates. But I kind of like it. If you're new, do not do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievements. I just play games for fun and share them with you for two reasons. Reason number one is maybe you're lonely. I don't know, maybe it's 1 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep. Maybe you are at a hospital and you are pre or post surgery and you can't have visitors. Simple solution and fix is you pop on one of my videos, whether on a TV screen or your little handheld phone. Maybe you are, and it's like you're inviting me over. We get to hang out. And best part, you don't have to worry about getting dressed up. You don't have to worry about feeding me after midnight, and you can kick me out anytime you like. It's a win-win-win. I am playing this on Good Old Games using a Xbox controller. I remember I kind of looked at this. You could do different things. This is kind of like a anniversary edition. No, he's in static. That's too much, honestly. I don't remember it being like that. Yeah, it's fine. Blue. Yeah, filter. Jukebox. What's that? Just some music? Oh, that's great. Other reason is maybe these are games you've never seen, heard, or played before. And I want to feed the algorithm because, dang, I can just keep it on this, man. Because these games shouldn't go away. They shouldn't disappear. That's the other reason I do these videos. Whether you're here for one or two of those reasons or any others, thanks for joining me as we play good, bad, old, and new games. To my subscribers, I want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing these videos. Obviously, I'd still be playing games, but I would not be uploading to YouTube sound like an idiot doing unrehearsed, unedited, unscripted, completely unprofessional videos over and over and over again, but it's what I do, because I'm too old to care. Play new game. Oh man, do I want to play it as I remember it or with all the fancy stuff? I kind of want to check out what the fancy stuff is, but I mean, I haven't played this game in like 20 years at least. I had the Sega Genesis box in that carton over there. Kind of want to do the basic old school and then leave the modern up for maybe a future playthrough. Yeah. Normal. We will do normal for sure, especially back in these days. To my subscribers, I want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all, because if it wasn't for you, these videos wouldn't be happening. I can most certainly promise you this: as long as one of you stays subscribed, the videos will keep rolling. Drive by Rubnik and Beers, howdy. If you didn't catch that, what happened was, with the opening cinematic, he got shot down, escaping, ended up in the jungle, and now we are in it to win it. Don't worry, folks, just sending out an NOS. It's not a beer. Just believe it or not, back in the day, this was mind-blowing. It was games like this, Another World, Prince of Persia. Action adventure platformers. This was the graphics and animation. Alright. Pop and dip in. Make sure you join us for 2OG's play later today. I don't think I'll be able to beat this just because I'm not going to remember everything. Shield. Gun. Credits. Blackthorn. Oh yeah, Blackthorn was also one. I'll play that one. Alright, how do I... X, don't do it. Y. Gets into that. X is that. Nope. Might be easier to play with the D-pad. Alright. How are we supposed to drop down? I have sworn that you faced away and then you drop. God dang these sounds. How do you hang from the ledges in this version? I thought it was you did that, turned, and went down like that, but no. Huh. Alright, we'll see how far we can get by not being able to do that, because you used to do that for screen checking. There we go. Yeah, I remember that. Alright, one thing I do remember is when you start running, you don't have to hold the direction anymore. He'll just continuously keep running in the direction that he's going. I don't remember that. That's great though, man. The sound and music in this game is banging. reason, we did not make that jump. Wait a second. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I have to tap up again when we're hanging. Oh, well, we killed ourselves there. That's fun. Trial and error. I do want to point out that controls with an Xbox controller on this just feel weird. Oh, might as well, right? Always do this once. Because, much like Dragon's Lair, you might get a unique death scene. Soulless eyes, like a doll's eyes. Yeah, I don't know how to... It's got to be something to do with A, the pickup. I'm trying to remember. You hold down A. You hold down A on the Xbox controller, and then you can do that. Right. Okay. Oh, it keeps you in place. No, it doesn't. But it does allow you to jump in place. That's right. Hold down A. Bam. That's going to be very important. Now, this was one of two games that heavily inspired my desire to program when I did video game programming. Earliest games were very much in the vein of this and a game called Out of This World or Another World. Regretfully, those games that I did work on are on a long gone destroyed drive somewhere. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Could have sworn there used to be a roll. God, memory's just flooding back. 93 was when this came out, huh? Holy crap. Time sure flies. Yeah, these games were also the inspiration for a certain project I had to stop doing because let's just say didn't own the rights to something, so something came up of it. I would love to see a resurgence of this genre. Alright, we will get past this, trust me. I'm playing slow because I'm taking in the atmosphere. Now, why is this not working? It's working there. If I remember, the biggest hurdles in these games were not only where do I go, what do I do, but getting the controls to kind of respond. Let's take care of Schmuckatelli here. There we go. Oh, there's collectibles? That's probably why I don't remember that being up there. That's neat. Right, hold A down. There we go. I remember there was something over here. There's something right there, too. How do we use the stone? Can't remember. Oh! Ah! Drown there. And then you just get better at it. I did not think we would overshoot that. I always felt like that kind of skidding animation he does was from like the Breakfast Club, right? Now does it count? It is, yes, we've got that. That is a really cool thing to do. Oh my god. Nope. I just gotta get used to the controls. Yoink. Alright. We need to jump just far enough that we don't land there. And we should. Oh my god. Taking some damage, but that's alright. Damn, the bass hits. That Sega Genesis music, man. Cartridge. Cartridge. What is this? What is this? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm not even using a guide. I could use an old Sega Genesis thing I got. Back in the day, we didn't even have strategy guides for games. So what we could do is we could buy these well, okay, they were strategy guides in that sense, but not like video game specific strategy guides. Very rarely could you buy something like that. So they would have these collections, Nintendo or Sega Genesis, or I've got a couple of those lying around, a Sega Genesis collection one. Sorry. Inside there would be, I don't know, maybe like 40 games. Because a lot of these games back then were usually, unless it was an RPG, could be beaten pretty quickly once you knew what you were doing. The thing is, you didn't know what you were doing. Whether it was Prince of Persia or The Immortal. Oh no, up. You didn't go up. Okay. No. Okay. Where you at? Oh, it's not fully charged. Okay. I don't remember what that does. Let me find out. Yep, there you go. I figured it would do that, but I wanted to make sure. I'm trying to figure out how to use the rock. That's a shield. Use item. Action shoot. Draw weapon. Menu. Action shoot. Weapon. Alright. But it's not having us do it. Levels. What's this? Oh my god, this is so great. The other thing that I loved about the game was the setting. Right? We got to see. Let's look at the genre. Prince of Persia. Historical. Like. Sinbad. Legends of Sinbad kind of thing. Evil wizards, save the princess, traps, stuff like that. Spike pits and all that. Flashback, futuristic, cyberpunky, almost Titan AE-ish. Style world. Another world, alien planet, alternate dimension. I can't remember which, one of the two. I'll be right back. Kredinsky. Alright, sorry about that. So, I was looking some stuff up real quick, too. I typed into the engine, and, you know, there's that... Look, I'm not for or against AI. Really don't care if it makes an individual person's job easier, you know, or helps out. 100% cool, right? It's a tool. The deeper discussions on corporation use and all that, yada, yada, yada. I got thoughts. Always more happy to talk about it. But one thing I do like about it is it has helped me to kind of find games or get answers to questions. For example, typing in games like Flashback. They gave me a list. Another World, right? Which was one of the very first games that I borrowed things from to learn how I was setting up the games I was working on. Blackthorn, which I talked about. Prince Persia, which I also brought up. Nosferatu, which is one I have played. I'm sure you all are familiar with the Angry Video Game Nerd playthrough of it with I think it was like the gorillas or the angry chimpanzees. I have played that one. Lester the Unlikely, I never played, but I've seen it played. And Heart of Darkness, I'm pretty sure I've heard of that game. Ah, crap, I'll be right back. Sorry, I dip. And for whatever reason, this stuff ain't working. Don't dip, it's bad for your health, but good for your doctor or your dentist's car payments. Alright, sorry. Chomping down. Planet Alpha. Never heard of it. Oddworld. Heard of it, played it. The Deadly Tower of Monsters, I was kind of surprised to see on this list it posted. I don't quite consider that the same type of game as this. It's a really good game, though. Recommend you check it out. You can actually see us play through that on this channel. We did it for 2 OGs. And it is 1950s era stop motion inspired. It does stop motion video gaming amazingly well. Right? It was inspired by like the Harryhausen stuff, which I'm a fan of. Very tongue-in-cheek. It's basically like one giant open map and world. A couple hub sections that kind of open up. And you know what the cool thing about it is? It's got co-op. I know, right? Pretty cool. Gotta get this all set up now. Alright. I do not expect to beat this anytime soon. Okay, well, that did not go as planned, but... No, no, no. That's what I thought. Oh my god. Yoink. Yoink. Hmm. There we go. I remember that scene. If I remember, you just press up and down on this, right? Or is it, like, here? Or not. I could swear there was a way to do this. Oh, no, 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 no! Shh. Using the thumbstick, I keep wanting to default to it. It keeps messing me up. Well, baby steps, right? My next video, should have it chalked down. We'll be able to beat the first section. Man, this game. Let me know down below. You ever played it? I don't know what the difference between the modern and this would be. And of course, you could put it on easy, but I don't think the gameplay changes much. It's more you take more hits, from what I recall. Yeah, did you ever play this? Let me know down below. Okay. Help, help. Help me, young man. I've been attacked by mutants. And I can't walk. Find my teleporter. I need urgent medical assistance. Alright, I'll find his teleporter. Damn it. The roll went way too far. Alright, let's try this out. Alright. Yeah, when I was looking through my old video games, I found the Clay Fighter games. As well. Had a lot of fighting games. Primal Rage, Killer Instinct. Don't know if they've done the Prince of Persia games. So we've got another world, we've got this. I do know coming up, I will eventually do Abe's Odyssey, right? Oh, okay. Shot me while I was up there. Doing my swinging. So that's too far. I don't think we need to see him to get the teleporter, but we'll just do it for the operations, right? What operations? The order of operations. Of course, one of the flaws with this game is once you know where everything is, what you need to do, at that point you just try to get quicker at beating it. Then again, this would have been more than likely a rental for most people. Too far. I keep trying to get that. Maybe we should just ignore that. I don't know. Good news, we can skip that. Not that I'm annoyed by it. I love the sounds. This is where my phrase, it's a puzzle, kind of comes from. Because the game literally plays more like a puzzle than it does an action game. Okay, so we can't... How do we get that? I don't know. I say we just ignore it. It is just an unlockable. Took us about 3 minutes to get there. Let's try and speed that up. And if I remember, you want to be careful being near those things when they explode, because that will kill you too. Basically, in this game, everything will. Okay, so we're not even going to bother with getting that. I don't know if we can. Yeah. I said, I don't remember those being there. Ambience the game, man. Progress! Alright. How did we get there? Oh, let's save. We threw the stone. Alright, we got a save point, so that's good. Hi, Conrad. You must be wondering where's his message. Give me a second. Let's do that. 13.2. No, should be good. Sorry about that. Let me just check something out. And doing something to set it up for the feature. Rewind mode, tutorials, directors. What's director's got? Let me look that up real quick. So just give me a second and we'll be right back. I want to make sure that it's not. Alright, it should be good. Not quite sure what it does. Need a guard lock, huh? Oh, crud. There we go. I remember, yep, it keeps the stone there. So we can get the teleporter. Ah, look at that. See? I'm thinking big braining. Big braining. Do we have to charge the teleporter is the question. Why do you taunt me? God, I love it. Thanks, you just saved my life. Let's put it on the shield. We only got 3 left because I probably accidentally used it. If I'm remembering, I think there might be something down there, and that's why you need to do stuff like this, right? No. Again, I'm trying to go on as much memory as I can. It's been maybe 20 years at least since I've messed around with this game in any degree. This is one I picked up on sale for like $3. Yep, that's what it was. I guess we could have just gone down with it too. Oh. I didn't remember that part. That was cool though. Oh, we can recharge our energy shield too. Does it actually? Yeah, it does. Can we put the gun in there? No. Can we put the hollow cube in there? No, we get the cutscene. Can we put the credits in there? No. Okay. Hey, Hako. Doing pretty good. How you doing today? Oh, son of a biscuit eater. That thing's gonna drop, isn't it? Always. Always happy to have you in chat. You still following what's going on with the World Cup? Any kind of, Oh, the weather's been killing you? Has it been, what, really dry, really rainy? There's a key. Probably the pass key for the doors. These gotta drop or something. Two more matches. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Street art. Who's the favorite going into these last couple matches? Oh, son of a... Well, it gets us over there. Got over the hump. Yeah, that's really, really odd, isn't it? 45 degrees Celsius. There, we need to... Here it is, right? Yes. Unless we wasted that key. Then we need to redo that, don't we? I think we wasted the key. Yeah. Some gun. Credits, Holocube. Son of a biscuit's uncle. Unless we can take it back out. I'll definitely have to start watching some of those then. Oh, they got each other this time. Yeah, I've been kind of busy doing recordings and live streams, of course, but also taking care of family and doing all that kind of stuff. Not always the best nursemaid, but I do try to, be there when folks need it. Nope. I forgot about him. Nope. Nope. Ah. On mobile, that's right. I still have that emulator that you recommended. Yeah, I remember it being pretty good, San Andreas. Probably the last Grand Theft Auto I liked. I tried 4, didn't really care for it. Oh, I don't think there's a real reason to go up here, is there? Yeah, I guess. We can recharge this. Your shield's basically your health bar. It still boggles my mind, though, that you're able to play it on the mobile phones and stuff. Oh, well, again, we got over that hump. How were the transitions handled? Just because it's been ages since I played that one. I think the last Grand Theft Auto I went back to play was Vice City. And that was maybe 10 years ago. Sandstormy. Rural foggy, yeah. Kind of added a charm back then. Much like Silent Hill, right? Had the foggy city. All right. Let us not use the card on that locked door up there, but the one here. Does it? Wait, what? What did we miss? We missed stuff, didn't we? These games, man. Trial and error, trial and error. And I did it again. There is something to be said about that era of gaming where they use tricks to kind of make the map feel bigger. Creativity to it to circumvent limitations of the system. Yeah. Alright. We'll get it this time. I also missed like 500 credits, I think. son of a biscuit eater. Oh. Hold on. Hold on, there were credits there? Oh, I missed those last time. There were the credits. Yeah. I could only imagine what they were able to get out of that. Alright. Let's save now. Actually, let's recharge and save. You could go into some buildings in that San Andreas, right? Or am I misremembering? That's one thing I always felt the series should have done more of, which was go inside buildings a lot more. Oh, son of a... I thought I was not that close. This little green patch. Okay. Yeah, I read a book recently about that. I could be incorrect, but the book I read is called Masters of Doom, which was about the two Johns, Romero and shoot, what's his name? The two guys that were known for Carmike, who did the Doom games in Wolfenstein 3D, and how they kind of stumbled upon the issue of these maps that they were doing, and how they implemented a program so that it would constantly be rebuilding and deconstructing the previous sections as you moved forward to make the maps seem bigger than they were. No? Too close. So I wonder if they used some of that tech. Really good book. Highly recommend it. For how video games kind of got to the point they were based on just what id Software was doing back then. Clothing stores and bars. Yeah, I remembered the getting fed at the fast food places, but I couldn't remember if you actually went in there. Same with the gyms, you could get buffed up. Let's not get zapped by any weird green energy. That I can't avoid. Oh, really? Like it's a pool minigame? Can you control the pressure of the stick, or is it basically you press a button and leave it all up to chance? Alright, let's try and do this without the getting zapped part of it. Also, can we charge the key? Maybe we can charge the key. We cannot charge the key. Ha. Alright. This should save us time. To a certain degree. Well, this works. Then gets rid of the key. And we just threw a stone. How do we... Puzzle games are not my strong suit. Oh, and then you could run around with Molotovs and not have to worry, right? Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Backtrack. Which increase your body armor. See, that's the type of stuff I like in those open world games, when they do things like that. I just got done playing an open world game called Days Gone, where you did side missions, and yeah, you might get like a gun or something, but outside of that, you're kind of stuck playing the game the way it was. But tying in stuff more mechanically, I always thought was more interesting. see if the guy we gave the teleporter to left us something. Here we go. That's what it was. How's the controls work with that? Do you use a controller you plug into your phone, or is there like a virtual controller on the screen? No! Damn. Oh, okay. That's just crazy. I remember when we first started getting cell phones. Well, my first cell phone, all it had was that little game called Snake, which was a line that you would have moving around on a map, eating dots, and then it would make the line grow longer. Now you can play GTA San Andreas. Jeez. I want to save. There we go. How's the exercising going? You've been running every day, still? Right. It's weird. It feels like we had a jump in tech. And I mean, I feel like things are still progressing, but not at the same rate it felt like in the early 2000s. Yeah, that's smart. No need to overdo it. Alright, old man. To get to New Washington, you have to jump into this hole. But if I were you, I'd use an anti-G belt. Where can I find one? I can sell you one 500 credits. Oh. Money. He wants money. Bon voyage, young man. I'm assuming you'd work out more in the morning than you do at night. Probably go for a run earlier in the morning. Should be cooler, but I know some people have their, why does he keep pulling out his gun? Stop pulling out his gun. I agree. At least with the, I feel it's the direction that the technology's going. I don't really feel it's as concrete or meaningful as it has been medically, scientifically, for the vast majority of human history, where it seemed like technology was driven more by necessity or need to make things easier rather than comfort or non-important functions, if that makes sense. Oh, well, apparently that's not how you... Oh, there we go, yeah. I love it. Alright, we got out of there. Oh, they took all our stones and all our money. I don't think he can reach that. Nope. Oh well. So I always bitch and complain to a guy I know, he's always bugging me. When are you going to buy a truck? You always talk about buying a truck. I said, well, part of the problem is my car gets nearly 40 miles to the gallon. My motorcycle got like, I don't know, what, 60 something? Until they, and I'm going to call it out, they can make trucks that get good gas mileage. And if not, why isn't the technology moved towards that? I didn't want a truck, because, big trucks or anything. I want it more for practicality. That's usually how I buy my vehicles. Exactly. I mean, consider how many phones they come out with every year. And my phone's maybe, what? 6 years old at least by now. Heck, we didn't get fiber optics put into our division until maybe 3 years ago. Why we haven't been able to circle to the healthcare part of it, give people like cybernetic legs readily and freely at this point. I don't know. Right. My youngest nephew is really big into the virtual reality stuff, like the Oculus, I think it's called. Stuff like that. There has to be something I'm missing. Obviously, because I should be progressing instead of going over the same spot 80 times. Do we shoot the fan? Don't even know if it counts as being hit. Screen away. Yeah, this game came out in '93, and it used basically rotoscoping for the animations, which I'm a huge fan of that style. I think this is still a good game. Also, the reason I do a lot of older stuff. So it doesn't fade into obscurity. Another buddy and I usually go at it because he's always watching like the new movies and looking forward to the new games, and I'm just like, yeah, there's enough old movies and old games I haven't seen or played that it's basically new. Oh, right, yeah. I didn't think that was that bad of a movie. I know some people pooped on it, but I thought it was alright. I caught it many years later, but yeah, never read that book. I think it was based on a book. Okay, what are we missing? Do we have anything item-wise? Yeah, there was a ton of references. It's one of those movies where I felt I wanted to rewatch it just to see what I may have missed the first time viewing it, you know? There's gotta be something I'm missing. Is it an item? No, can we get up there? Right. 100% agree. 110% agree on that. Oh, you just have to time the leap. I feel like a doofus. Better I do than you do, though. Oh, son of a... The cops would have had my hide. Suppose you don't remember your old poundy and take a seat. We'll fix that shortly. Doing some Total Recall stuff, huh? Here's a question for you, Hako. What as a kid was the movie you would always ask your parents to put on for you? For example, one of my god kids, when I went to visit her when she was a lot younger than she is now, I guess Frozen was the big thing, so ended up watching that maybe like 10 times in a row in that one visit. So it got me thinking. Always curious to see what the movies were people watched over and over as a child. Oh, what was the movie you had your parents play for you on repeat when you were younger? The example I was using was one of my godchildren. When she was younger, I think she was about 3. I watched Frozen like 10 times in a row when I went to visit her. And it seemed like every one of my god kids or my nephews or nieces, when they were younger, there was always like one movie that they just wanted to always watch all the time. So I think for me, when I was really young, probably about 2 or 3, it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, weirdly enough. And then when I got a little bit older, it was Land Before Time. Take part in the Death Tower. Death Tower? Yeah, it's a television game. The winner gets a ticket. Okay, can you supply false papers? No problem. Go to the bar and ask for Jack. Say I sent you. Oh, by the way, put the force field you asked me for in your pocket. Great, thanks, Eden. Till next time. Good luck. I'll be in touch when you get to Earth. So this is a bit of Total Recall meets The Running Man. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just something I started thinking about recently. And of course, watching Frozen was a lot easier than watching Shrek was on repeat. That's a really good one. Did you have that on a VHS or was it a DVD at the time? Heck, I don't even know if they had Shrek VHS tapes. Shoot. And you can't go too wrong with Mike Myers and Eddie Murphy. Hmm. DVD, yep. You see, back when I was younger and we'd watch the stuff, the VHS beta tapes, you'd actually have to manually rewind them if you wanted to watch them again. So it added that extra bit of frustration for parents back in the day. Force field. Oh, here's the fuse. Oh, no. Well, the good news is we know how to do this and get there if we need to. Bad news is sometimes the controls don't like to work. Maybe jump from here. Gotta try and reach that ledge at the apex. Oh, no. No. Come on. Okay. Just mashing up does not work to get this guy to jump. It has to be this. Alright, trial and error. Yeah, he can't make that jump from up there. We just fall to our doom. There we go. Wow. Momentum-based physics and whatnot. It should work now. All right, we'll do this to practice a bit. Recharge your shields and try and get the jumping tested. Boop, boop. There we go. Haha! Victory! Alright, we replaced the fuse. Is there something up here, though? I feel like there might be something up there. No. Good morning. Good morning to you too, dear sir. What do we got? Checkpoint it is. New Washington is a map of the city. Thank you. Alright, we gotta go to the Death Tower, so we have to go around. How do we go in? There we go. Good morning. Okay. Working agency. This is our permit in order to work and get one at the admin center. So, admin center? We need a work permit. We do not have one. There's a save there, though. I do not remember it being this open-ended. So we got to go get a work permit to accept that. For a parcel. Admin center. Oh. All right, Hako, thanks for stopping in. Keep me updated. Appreciate you. And stay safe. Take care. Especially with that heat. Alright, the goal is to just go everywhere and see what we can get into. It's going to be a restricted area, so we can't do diddly with that. Like to speak to Jack? Oh yeah, Jack's not here. Been sent by my friend Ian. Okay, Jack's waiting for you outside. Why do I not trust him? Is it because I gave him that voice? Probably. Jack? Jack, you're after some false papers? Yes, and quickly as possible. 1,500 credits. 1,500. Yeah, I'm taking a big risk here. But I don't have enough. Go to the employment office, you'll find work there. Come back to me when you've got the money. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Well, Jiminy Cricket. Employment office, which we're at, but we need a work permit. But we don't have a work permit. Alright, so it's a where do we go game. Ah, here we go. Like a work permit. First floor. I mix up the voices. Like a work permit. It's not here. See Windows C. Like a work permit. Nope, it's not here. See window B. Like a work permit. Good. Okay, also see now. I'd like a work permit. There's no problem getting a permit. I need your ID card. Alright, we got a work permit. Alright. So now we need to go turn into that one guy in Europa, right? See what's over here first. The travel agency. This is to get us out of here. You brought me the parcel? No, I did not. Alright, folks. I'm going to call it here. I got to get going. And I got to get things set up for 2 OGs. I want to thank you all for joining me for what I am calling the Retro Revisited Reflection, otherwise known as ARRR. And I think I might keep using that going forward. This is Flashback, a game that was instrumental in the early years of video games for a lot of people, myself included, to include inspiration for a few of the games I programmed way back in the day, like over about 15 years ago, now that I think about it. Nothing retail, nothing you've played. That said, to my subscribers, you all stay awesome. You have an amazing day. Or if you prefer, stay amazing. Have an awesome day. Drive by Rubneck Computers. I'll see you around. Until then, you have a good morning, good afternoon. Most importantly, have your